ready, MP.
Yeah, get a new paddle. Good for not wanting in summer trips. Oh, we don't skate that down summer. Oh, real life. So fun. Oh, yeah, I'd love to have
Don't do it.
on video. Whoa, the natural wonders right there in front of you. Maybe we could keep our feelings.
I mean, I was running and trying to stay 2 steps ahead of him, so I see the 40-point game out of Nevada yesterday.
Sure did. And I'm thinking about raising our internal ranks for this kid. It's just one game. It's inside the opponent with a ring. You know what? But I definitely always have a box score. I recorded 14-shot challenges during the game. Kid was everywhere.
Not to mention the 11 assists. You rarely see that happening in big college scoring games with shorter games and all.
Okay, listen though. Let's not get all carried away.
Our promotional Coke Cabaret giveaway is almost here. Come to the game and the first 10,000 fans in attendance will receive a Coke Cabaret. The National Basketball Association and the Minnesota Timberwolves are committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to avoid any productive behavior such as fighting, throwing baskets, using the proper language or gestures, issuing report or instructing play. Spectators engaging in such behavior are subject to ejection after the rule. Please report any violation to these rules to the jurisdiction, security, or police department.
A reminder, folks, to be here for our next giveaway, Gym Bag Day. Come out and receive a free Timberwolves gym bag.
We will be tired of it.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Two-K Sports presents the NBA. Monday Night Basketball is coming right up. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Minnesota Timberwolves going up against the Denver Nuggets. With Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and Allie LaForce on our sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Inside for him, it's Gordon and Jokic. Jamal Murray is out there with Hardaway. And it's Johnson in at the 3. And Coach...
Well, look, Kevin, we really wanted to learn our strengths and find the best way to play to them. Of course, discovering your strengths is much easier for teams with a superstar, but either way, it's about discovering the kind of basketball your team needs to play.
Pass to Gordon. Now, Jokic, defended by Gobert. Hardaway with a wide-open look. From outside, off the mark. Minnesota's gone 3 of 4 on three-pointers in the first quarter. Doing well from long range. MP right side. Edwards kicks to DiVincenzo. 6 to shoot. McDaniel sets a screen for MP. And finished off by McDaniel.
Great delivery on the pick and roll. MP with a good sense of timing.
Hardaway for three. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. The Timberwolves coach, Chris Finch, said, "We're a team based on movement, cutting, and fluidity. That burden also falls on Anthony Edwards to move and accommodate his teammates. For his part, Ant said his focus is being what the team needs me to be, a leader by example, and showing them that I'm coachable." Guys, back over to you.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. And good depth for the Timberwolves. It can be challenging sometimes, Stan, choosing who plays and who sits.
Well, Kevin, that's the kind of problem you want as a coach. But they've traded away a lot of draft capital to assemble this roster. Now it's about paying them to keep them together.
That one goes. Count it.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
To the paint. Here's Hardaway. Tries again, and he sinks the layup. Hardaway has got his second bucket tonight.
He's known for his jump shot, but Hardaway isn't afraid to mix it up inside.
And here's MP for three. Rebound by Murray. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for Denver. They trail by 1.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
And here's MP for three. Traps him. The trade.
That's a smart shot. I love seeing MP take the three in that situation.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Jokic has got 10.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea. Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
You gotta love a vet like Tim Hardaway Jr. He knows the game. Knows how to go out there and produce for his team.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Gobert. Miller comes in for McDaniels. Clark is checked in for Edwards. And Mike Conley subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo. Denver also making some changes. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Jokic. Peyton Watson comes in for Gordon. And Christian Brown subbed in for Johnson.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
MP has been leading the charge for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Timberwolves.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
On the floor for Denver as we get going here in the second quarter. Jamal Murray is out there with Bruce Brown. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. Then there's Christian Brown. And it's Watson in at the 4 spot. And you assemble an all-swagger team. Jamal Murray and is on that roster.
Well, you're right, Kevin. And look, where players really gain their confidence, their swagger, if you will, in this league is when you play your best on the biggest stages in the playoffs. Jamal Murray has certainly done that. He has earned his swagger. Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
And it's Brown missing. Timberwolves leading by 6. MP inside. He's covered by Murray. Conley left side. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got 4 assists now tonight.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Edwards, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. And Denver with a change here too. Jokic, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Pass to Jokic. Brown outside. And here's Watson. He's defended by Randall. Here's Brown. And again, Denver no good. Minnesota's got both of their 3. Point attempts to go down here in the second quarter.
Get used to seeing that over the next 10-plus seasons. MP taking flight.
Murray with it. 6 points for him. Over Conley. Count that one in, and the Timberwolves lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket for Murray.
Yeah, you can see the defense broke down there, allowing him to get all the way to the hoop.
MP deciding where to go with it. And the Timberwolves. Again one from deep.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Brown the pass to Murray. From outside the arc. Rebound Minnesota. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
I like their aggressiveness in that one. No one's going to give you anything. You've got to go out and take it.
Well, those are the kinds of performances you hope carry over into some momentum for this one.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass. It's stolen by Edwards. MP with the bounce pass. And it's Jokic in the corner. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Jokic has got 12 in the game.
And that time, Jokic having the play created for him. And he obliges with the bucket.
Some changes for Minnesota. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Randall. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. And then for Denver, Gordon's checked in for Peyton Watson. Johnson comes in for Brown. Hardaway is subbed in for Murray. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Guys, by many accounts, the Denver Nuggets had one of the better summers of any team, fortifying their depth and acquiring Cam Johnson from the Nets. In their chase for another title, they seem to have taken steps in the right direction.
They're clearly all in. Hi, Shams, thanks a lot. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey guys, Anthony Edwards is truly a superstar on the rise. He said, quote, people forget. How young I am. I'm not even touching my prime yet. I'm just trying to get more efficient as every year goes by. Back to you, Kevin.
Yep, a star on the rise. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. Brown's shot is off.
Well, that's a shot the defense felt like they could live with, and it worked out for them that time.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. And here's MP for three. Rebound by the Nuggets. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
Well, in that one, they just had everything working offensively. It's a lot of fun when you get into that kind of a groove.
Yeah, and for a coach, seeing your schemes clicking like that is very rewarding.
Oh, MP sinks the triple.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
And sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And so it's Minnesota up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. We come back right after this.
These are the third seconds of the court. And get ready for the big half-court shot. Jump ball. They're measuring up the shot.
And the Eastern Conference winner, Jason Tatum.
Reminds me of the Swiss Army knife forward Jason Tatum. It's amazing how well developed a scorer he is at such a young age. What's even more amazing?
And getting back to our current contest, very impressive first half performance for the Timberwolves.
Hey, living in the paint is good living. Take it from me.
Yeah, this team doesn't settle. They're aggressive and they're physical. It's impressive to watch.
Thanks for spending halftime with us.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
And we saw just how important he is for this team.
Minnesota making some changes. MP comes in for McDaniels. And it's Mike Conley in for Dante DiVincenzo. And then for Denver, Watson, he's checked in for Cameron Johnson. And Christian Braun subbed in for Tim Hardaway Jr. You know, Greg, a lot of the best scorers do what's called hunting, looking to create contact with the defender that they've zeroed in on.
Yeah, and that can be a legitimate technique to really negate a shot blocker. But when the offensive player basically initiates all the contact, we could do without some of those cheap foul calls against the defender.
The big men on the floor for him, Randall and Gobert. MP out there with Conley. And it's Edwards in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
Nothing the defense can do about that. Randall just powers it down.
Here's Brown. Pass to Jokic. It's stolen by Gobert. MP outside. 58 seconds left here in the third quarter. And Randall throws it down.
What a well-placed screen by Randall. Not only helping the ball handler, but also making some room for himself.
Pass to Brown. Denver passing it around. Here's Jokic. Here's Brown. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic. Brown's got 5 points now in the quarter.
You can't give a shooter that kind of look on the perimeter. I don't care who it is.
MP with the bounce pass. It's off his foot, and the ref's whistling a kick ball. And some changes here. For the Timberwolves, Reed, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Joe Ingles comes in for Julius Randle. And it's Clark in for Edwards. And Denver also making a switch. Brown's checked in. It's good.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And here's Jokic. 17 points in the game. No good with the triple. MP outside. Three-pointer. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
What a way to punctuate the third quarter. They've got the lead, and they've got momentum.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great pass.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. So on the floor for Denver, we've got Murray. Peyton Watson is out there with Christian Braun. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Brown in at the shooting guard. Here's MP. Add that basket to his impressive total. Brings him to 10 for 14.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Valanciunas with a screen on Conley. Murray the pass to Valanciunas. Brown right side. Julius Randle with the rebound. Minnesota leading by 20. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Clark outside. The three from MP. And he's good on the three ball. MP's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, it's so rewarding as a coach to see a young guy like MP succeeding like this on the offensive end.
Minnesota making some changes. Edwards has come in for Clark. And Bones Highland subbed in for Mike Conley. And Denver with a change here too. Jokic, he's checked in for Valanciunas. And again, Denver no good. And so, MP will bring it up for the Timberwolves. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 23 points. Randall, good, and it's MP picking up the assist. MP's got his 9th assist in the game now. The Nuggets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. For 3, Murray, the putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Staying active. Jokic is one of the best offensive rebounders in the game.
Here's MP. Stan, what advice would you give to coaches that are leading a struggling team?
Well, Kevin, I think the number one thing, whether you're leading a struggling team or a team playing really well or anything in between, is to just stay consistent. Keep working on the things that you know over time make teams consistent. Go out and talk about those things day in and day out and try to get your team to focus on those.
It's up a 3. They get it back.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
In the corner, it's Brown. Misses the 3. Now the Timberwolves with it. They're on an 11-2 run. The 3 from MP. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. MP's got 31.
And that shows the skill level of MP. The pull-up is a tough shot to master. And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Launches a 3. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Brown. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Boy, strength and focus. Brown. Exhibiting both right there.
Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Minnesota. Clark comes in for Edwards. Gordon's checked in for the Nuggets. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Bruce Brown.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the three-point shot. But when you're knocking him down, you might as well keep riding him.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the boards.
Denver's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show. for the Timberwolves.
Their superior ball handling, 1 and 4.
And fewer turnovers equals greater scoring opportunities. Any coach will tell you that. If you take care of the ball every possession, and this is a perfect example of what happens when you do.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats, just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for MP.
A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
From 8, hand short, but it's good off the front iron. MP's got 41.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this win.
Kicks it out to Gordon. 5 on the clock. That 3 off the mark. MP left side. Plays it up and banks it in.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve. Their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
Now let's send it over to Dominic Hamill.
You got the win, got yourself a double-double. Anything missing, MP? You want fries with that?
Man, I love your questions. And you know what? I do want those fries, Dominic Hamill. Win is always good, and I'm not out there thinking about my numbers when I'm playing. But, hey, it's nice to see all the stats I racked up. Lets me know I'm as dominant as I think I am. Lets the league know, too.
Sounds good, MP. Congrats.
Appreciate it.
Kevin, back to you.
Terrific stuff, Dominic. Thanks. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Alan LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan.